What's happening, YouTube? Thanks for swinging by to check out another video. I'm going to take a look at another beer. Of course, this one is going to actually be out of the state of Louisiana. This will be the Abita Grapefruit Harvest IPA. This one comes in at a 6% ABV, 40 IBU. I've had a few of the Abita beers, have not had this one before, so kind of looking forward to it as I am a fan of IPAs. This one actually does have a Best By date on there as well, and it lists Best By 4/30 of 16. So got 4 more months out, so it should be pretty fresh. Abita Grapefruit Harvest is a brilliant golden IPA with a subtle zest of grapefruit flavor and aroma that enhances the strong hop character. This bright, snappy brew is made with real Louisiana ruby red grapefruits, pale, pilsner, and caramel moss and cascade hops. So we'll go ahead and get this baby open and get it into a glass. Now, it's weird, I'm not usually a straight grapefruit fan, but it seems with beer, I've actually liked it a little bit more. So hopefully this one does follow suit. And for this, I'll be using one of my special glasses that are actually designed for IPA. So there we go, we get it into the glass, as you can see. Pours out a golden haze of a golden yellow color. Get it to the light. Nice, deep golden yellow. Lots of great lively carbonation taking place. Get it away, it becomes basically a straw color outside the light. Don't think you can see a lot of the carbonation due to the cloudiness and the chill haze. This one's about 80% cloudy, I would say. And as I've said on other videos, a lot of times with IPAs you do get that cloudiness as far as the appearance. The head itself is a nice white head, has some nice rockiness in there. Nice tight bubble action. Really a great looking IPA and what you would expect for an American IPA. As far as the aroma, wow. You know, it's grapefruit as it tells you, but it really does pour grapefruit out of the glass. And the aroma itself is a nice moderate to strong aroma, not having to sniff too hard to really get it out. Comes out nice and easily. You do get some of the hops on the back end, as mentioned, 40 IBU, so you do pick up some of the pine or earth type smell. A little bit of the dankness. A real pleasant smelling IPA, and actually one that you would consider to be an American IPA, is it is really led by that grapefruit citrus smell. As far as the taste, on the taste, first you get hit with a lot of that bitterness up front, and that bitterness kind of sticks with you throughout until you swallow, and then starts to dissipate after that point. You get the grapefruit flavor in your mouth. The mouthfeel gives you a nice medium body mouthfeel. Not getting really much more outside of the grapefruit. You're not tasting any of the alcohol. You get that astringency on the back end of a slight puckerness, as if you were actually eating a grapefruit. You get that taste, you know, you take a big gulp, you get the taste of that grapefruit even more in the flavor. I think it definitely matches up for what you would expect to have out of a grapefruit IPA. Yeah, I actually do not see anything wrong with this beer. If you like grapefruit a lot, and you do like some of the bitter beers, I think you'll really enjoy this one as a grapefruit type IPA. Not really disappointed by it. I think it gives you everything you expect to have. Now you do have some of the lacing also starting to take place on the glass, so that's kind of nice. Only thing I could probably say is on the finish, and it does have a good average duration, but you do get a little bit of that bitterness on the back end, rather than getting the bitterness up front and having it settle out a little smooth before you swallow or enjoy it. That one kind of sticks with you all the way through, so it doesn't really taper down too much. Not horrible, but it just lasts a little bit longer on what I would expect it to have in that regard, for a 40 IBU beer, that is. And there is a slight sensation in the initial beginning where it's almost kind of Alka-Seltzer-ish a little bit, so I think those are the things that kind of affect it. But getting past those and knowing how grapefruit is supposed to taste, I think it pretty much hits the mark of what it was going for. Take a look at some of the ratings here. Now, Rate Beer actually gives this a 67 overall and a 43 for style, which I think is low for this beer. I think it's not that bad that you hit it along those lines. You look at Abita, they actually give it at 82. I'm looking at Abita. You look at Beer Advocate, they actually give it at 82, which I think is more along the lines of where it should be. And you look at Untapped, it gets a 3.43 bottle cap average. So for me, I think it actually represents what it's supposed to represent as a grapefruit IPA. So I'm going to give this actually a B. I think it's not really too bad at all. Abita seems to take a lot of flack out there for some reason in the beer world, but I think they actually do have some good beers here and there. This one, I think, fits along those lines where it does provide a nice beer for what they're promising you it's going to taste like. Probably my favorite from them is still the Wrought Iron IPA, but I think this one here, it delivers. It's solid. It doesn't do anything much more than what it's telling you it's going to do, and it does nothing less to hurt you and what to expect from what they've done with this one. So, yeah, I give this one a B, and this is the Abita Grapefruit Harvest IPA. If you've had this one before, let me know. Put some comments in the comment section. Let me know what you thought about that one, but I think it's solid all the way around. So, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and finish knocking this one out. Appreciate you swinging by to check out another quick video here. If you like what you saw, please make sure you hit that like button as well. And if you want to stay up to speed, make sure you subscribe so you'll get all the up to speed posts or YouTube feeds as I release them. And with that, I definitely say cheers. Appreciate you hanging out with me for a little bit, and look forward to seeing you on the next video. Cheers.